Hey guys, what's going on? I have a green screen now. I mentioned that in the last time, so hopefully it looks pretty good. We're going to talk about Anna. We have her set up in the background. She's the one that we've been all hoping for a nerf for some time, because she was just so strong in the meta. But I want to talk about how Blizzard's direction with the change is all wrong, right? I really bothers me how they're doing it, and I have suggestions of what they could have done better or what I think they should have done, and let's just kind of hop into it. So triple tank has been a thing for a little while, and the main criminal of it has been on her healing per second is really high, and if we bring up her stats, she does 75 healing per shot, but if we take into account, right, and bring up like some more numbers, her healing per second, due to she can shoot 1.25 rounds per second, she's actually healing for about 93.75 health per second. That's really high, right? And the closest person to her is Mercy at 60. And of course, I'm not accounting Lucio's AoE healing. I'm just talking about single target healing. So since her single target healing is so high, just basically it really helps out. And it gets even crazier because when you add in into the bio grenade, which increases healing by 100%, then that becomes 187.5 like healing per second. Okay, with bio. So what happens is that you have this crazy healing per second. You can heal up tanks in 2 to 3 shots. DPS can hardly outdamage it, and you have a massive issue here, and that is just something that's going on. And it's like, okay, this is a problem. So our healing per second is really high with and without the bio grenade. That leads to issues like that. All right, moving on. Let's talk about the grenade. So the grenade itself has it removes healing, and it also grants bonus healing, and it gives 100 health and 60 damage. So it's a 10-second cooldown for a 5-second duration. So what they're planning on doing is changing 100% healing for all targets affected, and turning it into 50%. So my problem with this is that it feels kind of like a lazy change, right? What they're trying to do is they're trying to turn that, as I'll bring up again, the 187.5, and change it to let's see, like doing quick calculations right now. No, 1.5. Let's do that. Sorry, this is taking a little bit longer than I hope. It will become about, instead of 187, they want to turn it to 140, like 0.625. Of course, we're not going to do it like that. We can simplify it. So instead of making it 150 healing per shot, let's just do it that way, which is generally what we know, because remember, 75 becomes 100. And then if we convert that from half, 75 becomes about like 100 and like around 15. So around 115 per shot. So we'll do it like that. So that is what they're planning on doing. And before it was 150 versus that. So that is what they're planning on doing. So a couple issues here. So it is going to significantly nerf it, and it's still going to be strong. My problem with it is they're just essentially trying to take out tank meta, and they're also proactively, when they do that, okay, you get less healing, but it makes it so you're less incentivized to do it on your friendly targets, right? And a lot of Annas like doing it aggressively. They'll throw it at opponents. So they're still gonna get the aggressive type Annas. And that's just like something that's focused on a single thing. I find that this change wasn't about increasing the skill you had to do to play Anna, but you had to they're just trying to get rid of triple tank. And I find that getting rid of triple tank is just not the answer. Weaken triple tank, don't get rid of it. I think we need a variations of comps. I don't want to go back to the McCree or Widow meta or the pure Genji or the Beyblade meta. I think that is just the completely wrong direction and wrong mindset people are having. They're just saying we need to get rid of triple tank, which I don't think we need to get rid of. We just need to weaken it. So here are some of my suggestions of what they should have done. So let's go back to the rifle. we're going to talk about both. I think 75 is too high. I would really hope if they want to do a moderate change, right? I was hoping that they would either do, either 70 or 60, 65. And what that means is it would change the 150 to either 140, or 130. Or 130 per shot with bio. That's just going to be a lot more effective. It's going to lower it down. And it would make it, still strong on teammates, but significantly less. But it makes bio grenade far more important to put on teammates. And then, you would put it here. And then you'd either get, varying numbers. You'd get just significantly less. So she would still be the highest healing per second. Besides Mercy, you notice if you do the conversion, I'm not going to do it here, she would still be a lot higher if you made it 70 or 65 healing per shot, right? Per shot. So if you do it like that, it just makes it so much stronger. She would still be the highest single target healing, especially if you're landing it. It just makes it so if your accuracy is high, because there are some Anas out there that are like an 80 or 90% accuracy rate that are just good at getting a line of sight, or even at least 70%. You're still going to be high healing and you're still going to be doing well. So what that initially promotes is, it promotes good Ana play, right? If you're good with Ana, you're going to do better with Ana than the other Ana, right? So it matters more you landing your shots. You being accurate guides the game much better. So that was the first thing I would say. Reduce the healing per shot. You're still very high. You just need to be accurate, and you need to be better with your reload times, right? You got to call that out more. It's very important. Next up, let's talk about the grenade. Here's a change I would really suggest for the grenade. Right here, they have a very long, they don't have a very long cooldown. So we can get rid of this now because I believe we're done talking about this. Sorry. So they have a 10-second cooldown. Let's just do CD with a 5-second uptime, 5-second downtime. And that means essentially that when she uses her ability, and when the ability duration wears off, there's a 5-second downtime of where she will not have her grenade. So this essentially means many things. So if she uses it offensively, that means the attacking team or the team that's trying to be aggressive on your team has 5 seconds where they have a possible engage before bio grenade comes up again, and then and your team that's healing have a lot more power going into it because they're getting bonus healing. So your Lucio's healing a lot more, your Zenyatta, your Mercy, your Ana, you're having a lot higher healing. So the thing is, there's a 5-second window of the other team seeing bio grenade being down and being aggressive, right? So the thing I was hoping that they would do with bio grenade, instead of reducing the healing, because that's just like a flat nerf and that doesn't do anything, I was hoping they would do a change that would affect the downtime, right? And open up opportunities for people to engage. So I would say change it to 12 or 13 seconds, right? 13. And what this means is we would get a very different scenario. And let me just put this down. We'd have a 5 or 6 second, we would have a 8 or 7 second downtime. And now this just opens up a lot of opportunities. So you have to be smarter when you use your grenade, because I see a lot of people kind of just flippantly use it. And that's just a problem. I just noticed. It's just like, it's not even smart play. I'm just seeing a lot of Anas out there just using the grenade, especially in lower level play. And it's just not helpful for your team. So what I was hoping they would do is do a 7 or 8 second downtime. And by doing this, there's a larger time for a dive comp or someone to come in. And if you reduce the healing per shot as well, then it's more important to use it defensively. Remember what I wrote earlier? If you reduce the healing per shot, you really want to save it for your team to heal them, because if you don't, then you're in big trouble. I think it's important to let players feel powerful. That 100% healing buff, it makes you feel really, really powerful. right? And it just makes it like, oh, and it feels good. The fact that you're taking away, it just feels like you're diminishing all values. You're making all values go down. With this is values are still high, but they're more important. And I find like this would be a more interesting change, and it would be far more like there would be a lot more intelligence going into the character with Ana. So you need to track your cooldowns better. You need to play around those cooldowns better, and you just need overall play smarter. If they had done this, that's a huge window as well, and also it means that it's more dangerous for Ana in team fights, because before, Ana could get her grenade twice in a team fight to save herself. Also, now it's more dangerous for Ana to heal herself. If you're doing Ana Symmetra, which is a thing sometimes, and you try and heal yourself on a grenade, then you just open a huge window for the other team. So now it just adds a whole new dynamic to the game. So that was the hope that I had for Blizzard to do that. They didn't. They were going with 50%, and I just find that it's just the wrong direction for the character. So hopefully you guys enjoyed my thoughts. Let me know what you think about it. I think all of us are a little tired of triple tank in a certain way, and we all want on a nerfed. We all do, but I just found that Blizzard went the wrong direction with this change. Until then, thank you guys for watching this video, and watch other quick tips over here, over there. Let's get the grenade thing out of the way. Quick tips over there. Yeah, right there. All right. Talk to you guys later.